checking back in with you. What we're basically going to do now, one thing everyone forgets to neglect is they forget to neglect to stretch, and they forget to neglect that they should actually start rolling out. And really, as you guys are tearing your muscles, as you guys are, you know, from anything from chest press to back workouts, from shoulder workouts, you're tearing a physical fiber of the muscle, okay? Now, what I've learned in the past is, you know, I never stretched, I never rolled out, you know, and what that does, guys, it really limits your measurement of growth. So what it's going to do, so let's say if this is a muscle, okay? So over time, you're going to keep tearing it. What that muscle is going to do is it's going to compress. And if you're not flattening out, you know, trigger points or anything like that, what it's going to do is it's going to really limit your growth. So I do recommend stretching. I'm always stretching before, warming up before a workout, and always rolling out, meaning foam roller. So what the foam roller basically is, you can get these at like TJ Maxx, or you can get them at like Target or something. Go to TJ Maxx because it's cheaper. But for the foam rollers, I do like to have them with spikes on them. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I do like to have them with spikes. But you could, you know, rolling on one with that doesn't even have spikes, it's fine too as well, as long as you guys are actually doing it. And I found huge improvements, you know, just health reasons, and just, you know, overall when I'm lifting heavy, this saves me big time. Now what I do is I roll this on my lower back. I'm actually going to start to show you in this video. I'm going to roll out my lower back all the way up to my thoracic spine. I'm going to roll my glutes out. I'm going to roll my TL bands out. Sometimes I'll roll my shoulders and my lats, depending on how I do on my back days and my arm days. You can roll out your shoulders with this thing. This thing is awesome. So we're going to get to this in a bit. Alright guys, so starting off with the foam roller, I do like to have prongs on these. I don't know what the fuck these are called. Pebbles? I don't know. Because it gets deeper into the muscle and it rolls it out a lot. It's more intense, okay? If you guys are just starting out with this, do not get this. I mean, you can. It's just going to hurt like a motherfucker while you're doing it, okay? So let us start with the back, okay? So guys, what you want to start off with, I always like to start off with stretching my back. Let me pull my pants up real quick. Anyways, so you want to start off kind of where your lower back meets. If you come over here, John. When your lower back meets right here, okay? So I just lean back, all right? So kind of like just laying down in the bed. And what I do is I bring my legs up, okay? Bring my hips forward, and I come down. Now, do not tighten your core. It's a little difficult not to, but what I like to do is I like to bring my back this way, okay? Now, what this is going to do is it really opens up my chest cavity, and what it's going to do is it really subsides like any type of tension. But you just roll it, guys. Don't just stay down here like I'm doing it. But just completely roll. Do it a couple times. You don't have to do it a shit ton. As you can see where my feet are right here? What I do is I use my feet to bring everything back. And as you can see me here, I bring this all the way here. I can't go any farther. But I'll bring it usually towards my ass. And that's one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come up like this without the fucking thing. God damn it. Okay, anyways. Without the thing coming forward. And then what I'll do is I'll come all the way up to my thoracic spine. There's not enough room anywhere. And I'll bring my head back. And what this is going to do is you're going to feel some popping. But guys, it feels so good after. And what it's going to do, because you'll have some trigger points. What trigger points are in your low back? They're like little pebbles. And what that's going to do is it really limits your range of motion. And it increases your chance of getting hurt, okay? So really stretch out your trigger points before and after a deadlift session, a back session. I do this all the time, okay? If you go to like an export, you can do this in the gymnasium. You can do it anywhere. It's pretty fucking easy. So that's that. Okay, guys, always on a deadlift day, a squat day, any type of day that involves legs or deadlift, everybody, you want to have not a tight ass. Literally, like you don't want to have your glutes to be completely tight, okay? So, a lot of people you see doing this, nothing really wrong with it, but you're not really getting the full effect, okay? Here's one trick I learned, okay? If you want to stretch out your right glute, bring this right leg up, put it on top of your knee, okay? Now, this is where some people, if you know how to do this, screw up, because what you want to do is you want to put your right butt cheek
in the middle of the actual roller. And one more thing, you want to come all the way up, guys. People don't go deep enough. You want to come all the way up, and you want to come all the way down to your glute. I don't have a big ass, so I can't show you much, but as you can see, you really want to go slow on these because the glute is one of the tightest muscles that more people usually have. So that another reason is why you guys are having back pain too. Okay, you want to do the same side to this thing. Watch how I turn my hips, and I come straight down. And what I do, guys, is I use my leg, my leg that's on the ground, as a guider. Okay, and you want to do a couple of those. I do like 5 or 6 of them, and then I move down to my hamstring, guys. Hamstrings are pretty much going to be 80% of your deadlift. If it depends on how you deadlift too. I deadlift conventionally, so I really want to have really loose, really loose hamstrings. So I do a couple of those, and as you can see, my feet are off the ground. You don't want to have your feet on the ground because that's not going to do anything. So you want to have your feet off the ground, and it's a little bit of a workout. I'm actually sweating a little bit right now, so you want to do that. Last but not least, your calves, everybody. You kind of want to just have your calves together. You can point your toes up. I like to point my toes up. And I bring it down, and you want to come, I don't have enough room, but I come all the way down to my Achilles tendon, and I stretch it all the way out. So as much possible for you to have, injuries. You can roll out your quads if you like. I don't really do that. Why? I don't know. I just don't really feel like it. Okay, last but not least, guys, as you can see here, your IT bands are on the side of your leg. Now what this is going to do, it pretty much supports your low back. A lot of people with low back pain, and especially if you don't have a strong deadlift, your IT bands have to be loose and they have to be very warm. If not, it's not good. So let's start off with stretching out the RT band, rolling it out, guys. If you've never done this before, fair warning, it hurts like a bitch. Okay, so let's start off with the right T-band. I'm just going to do one. Now, guys, first move, you want to have your foot out here, and you want to have your hip right on the pad, right on the roller. Now be careful, sometimes it'll crooked. Keep this pad straight. Why? I'm just a perfectionist, I like it that way. And keep your right leg, or the leg that is being rolled, keep it straight, okay? And fair warning, do not flex your quad. Don't flex your quad because you're not going to get a great stretch or a great roll out of it, okay? So use your left leg to brace. I like to bring both hands down, or if I can lean as forward as possible, that's great, because I can put more pressure off the quad. So as you can see, I come all the way up, and I'm going to come all the way down. Mostly I use my arms to bring this. Now guys, you want to have that toe pointed out. If you have the toe pointed, if your toe is pointed anywhere else, not good. You want to come back up and back down. So that completes the foam roller. I hope this helps you guys. And we're going to move on to the next one. Thoracic block. Okay, first I'm going to demonstrate it being put on, okay? So you kind of want it in the dead center of your back, anywhere from where your T4 to your T7. This was made for someone who has a hunch in their lower back, and what it's tending to do is teaching them how to keep their back and their scapula is retracted, and their head's going to be retracted too. So together, Jenna, we're going to come down. Come down slowly. Okay, right there. Bring your head all the way back. If sometimes, guys, depending on how your back is, your head won't reach it because your back is too curved, okay? That's what this is basically meant for, but what this has taught me is it's bringing my shoulders back. So, Jenna, bring your arms all the way out.
Yep.
All to the side.
All to the side. You want to stay like this anywhere from 5.
As you saw, I was putting the thoracic back on her. So this is like I said, you don't have to get this, but I'm just showing you guys what I have, learned over the past and how I've made the little adjustments to my body. Okay, so this is a thoracic block, guys. If you want it, just look up the thoracic block, and there's all different ones for them. And it's actually overall great for your health, but I do recommend the thoracic block 100%. Because it really showed me how to keep my scapula back and putting less curve into my thoracic spine. So this is great, guys. I do recommend it. It's called
Denerol, guys. It's called, and you can also get it on denerol.com. I'll link that into the description. But I do recommend this. It's really good, and it's changed a lot of people's lives too as well if you go on their site. So I do recommend that. All right, so guys, here's another one. Again, you don't have to buy these. It's just what I'm doing. I've gotten a lot of questions too on, you know, how does you not have neck pain and stuff. This is one of the reasons why I don't really have headaches and don't have really neck pain. This is called the cervical. I believe it's called the cervical band. Now what this is going to do, this, of course, this fuzzy piece is going to go around your neck like this, okay? And it's basically just a stretching out a rubber band. So what it's going to do, I like to put it, as you can see, put it right here in the back of my head first. I bring my head back. Don't bring your head, don't bring this forward. Bring your head back, and what you're going to do is you're going to push straight up. You're going to hold it for a couple seconds. You want to come down and then bring your neck down, okay? I do about 5 to 6 of these. And I just hold them because what it's doing is it's stretching my neck. Okay, then I move dead center in the middle of the neck, okay? Like I said, everybody, don't pull this forward because what it's going to do is going to bring your neck forward. Bring that neck back as far as you can and push straight out. Hold it for a couple seconds, really just relax your neck muscles. And what it's going to do is it's going to take your neck and it's going to just completely stretch it, and it feels great, I'm telling you. Bring the neck back, come straight forward. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then that's it there. Now, I pretty much put it at the bottom of my neck where the C7 is, the cervical 7. That's the 7th vertebrae on the neck. Bring it again, bring it all the way back, and instead of pushing it out, bring it down. And what this is doing is it's stretching out the lower part of the neck. Just hold it, do a couple of those, and that pretty much is it. That's what I basically do to, you know, prevent some of my injuries, guys. Like I said, stretch. You don't have to foam roll. Just really, guys, really start to stretch your muscles. That's one of the biggest thing I've learned, and I feel like it's not really out there and not really, you know, proposed to other YouTube channels. So, guys, stretching is one thing, okay? You want to, before deadlifting, look up some deadlift stuff. I'll probably do a video on it. Deadlift stretches, like opening up your, you know, your quads, just like how I was doing here. Just find stretching. Find anything that can really warm up your muscles and start to stretch out as much, and after too as well, guys. Constantly stretching is great. Like I said, it does limit your growth. It's been proven that you know, stopping your muscle growth. And ever since I've been doing them, it's been great. I mean, I've seen a lot of, you know, gains off of it. I feel good overall because of it. You know, I don't feel like my back is tight or my neck is tight or this is tight or that's tight, because I know that I can just roll it out. And if you can't roll it out, you know, of course it's probably inflamed or whatever it is. But like I said, guys, I'm really infamous. Really major key is stretching. I really recommend stretching before and after a big day, like a chest day, a back day, or even a deadlift day. You know, things that are hypertrophy, like I don't really like prophone it, but if you guys want to do it, you can. It doesn't hurt you. But anything that's big compound lifts, guys, especially if you're going heavy, I really recommend everything being loose as possible, because it really prevents, you know, if you're deadlifting and if you haven't, you know, rolled out your back or, you know, stretched out your back, how do you know you won't slip a disc? You know, how do you know that you won't, you know, do anything? You know, you just never know. Especially, you know, even squatting, you can do the same thing. It really puts less stress on your back. If you know, if you lose weight, you know, if you're stretching constantly, and if you're just overall watching your body and watching your muscles, because you are tearing your muscle, you are hurting your joints while you're lifting, no matter what. So if you guys can, you know, stretch and get something out of this, just overall for your health, that's why I very much posted this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. I'm checking out